The majority leader in Parliament, Afenyo Markin, has expressed frustration over the decision by the NDC minority to object a tax waiver proposal for some 42 companies under the government's One District, One Factory initiative. The Exemptions Act 2022, Act 1083, presented to Parliament by former Minister for Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, will see these 42 companies receiving tax exemptions totaling about $335 million. However, the NDC side has vehemently kicked against this move. Speaking on the AM show with Benjamin Akakpo, Afenyo Markin said the minority decision is hindering the inflow of investors into the country.
That I have a very big problem with our colleagues. You see,
how so? We're talking
in this
about
country,
how much? Is it 250 million?
Don't let us talk about how much.
But you can't have the conversation without talking about how much.
I'm saying that you don't have to talk the numbers. If you talk about the numbers, you get it wrong.
I see.
You would oversimplify it and you get it wrong. Gentlemen, you know, countries are competing for investment, all right? And they have all manner of incentives to attract people to bring capital. We are talking about post-COVID entrepreneurial decisions. Entrepreneurs would have to take decisions which country they would go to. You go to Qatar today, in their free zones, their policy on foreign direct investment, so attractive. Tax waivers, you know, first 10 years, you are not supposed to pay your tax on profits and all. You have that space. Now, this government introduces the One District, One Factory. The aim of it is to create a space for businesses to thrive. If you give that incentive, that money, that capital is invested in the business. That is why I'm saying that don't quantify that, oh, government is giving tax incentives of 300 million. Oh, that money could have been used for something else. You get it wrong.
I see.
When you give a businessman the space, you are allowing him to employ more. You are allowing him to expand. That is the rationale behind it. We bring this, we have 42 companies. And then all of a sudden, the minority will say, no, you are granting tax waivers of so much, so we will not allow. There are factories that are at various stages of completion that are going through frustration because the equipment are there, the law has not been passed. There's no resolution to support.
Afenyo Markin has also urged SNIT to disclose documents justifying a sale of 60% stake in 4 SNIT hotels. This follows SNIT's defense of its decision to sell the majority shares to Rock City Hotels, owned by Agric Minister Brian Champong. Speaking on the AM show, the Efutu MP emphasized the need for transparency to confirm the legitimacy of the deal.
Last time, I was invited by my old school, St. Augustine's, and I wanted to use that place. I couldn't. I had to sleep at Ridge Royale. I had to sleep there because I could not, the place is bad. You go to La Palm. Freemasons, we had the annual communication 2 weeks ago. We were there. I walked through La Palm, the La Palm of old, the state of La Palm. Bad.
Can you say same for Labadi Beach?
Labadi is better. Labadi Beach is better.
It's one of our best.
I'm saying it's better. Now, our workers have their investment in SNIT. And when they go on retirement, SNIT is supposed to use this investment to pay them.
Right.
If SNIT invests in certain project and this project fail, how would our pensioners be paid? So I support any initiative aimed at making these investments viable. Okay? So if SNIT gets into an agreement with an entity that, look, we want to offload, say, 20% of our shares we have in this, or we want to get into a management contract with you to manage this and let's do profit sharing. It serves the best interest of the Ghanaian worker who has contributed to the SNIT.
Okay, so I get where you're going. But in terms of the optics, some say that, but he's politically aligned. So let me just because of time. That's why.
No, yes. But we need to explain the fact that if we don't have the time, don't let us get in there at all.
You go ahead.
So, if an entity, we know that Brian has an interest in a hotel. He's a hotelier.
Right.
He's a hotelier. He has an interest in there. Whether he has 10% shares, 100% shares, or what have you. It is an entity.